Over here in the red, they call him the God of War. He's a StarCraft 1 legend.
Started live.
And now to the blue Zerg. He is named after a card game. Not quite as good as Magic the Gathering.
Slayers YuGiOh.
Much worse.
Much worse than Magic the Gathering. Artosis, actually an expert at Magic the Gathering.
Used to be. Quit it to play more StarCraft.
Oh, there was an Overlord, I think, high five.
That was almost a Overlord snuggle, Tasteless.
I know. No, you know what that was? That was an Overlord shoulder bump. He bumped his shoulder, and the Overlord's like, what? What?
Shoulder bumps are ridiculous.
He's like, let's go, let's fight. He's like, I don't have attack moves. I can't do damage. I'm a pacifist.
Pacifist Overlord.
I'm a Buddhist. Now we have the Overlord coming down here. And as I said before the game started, this might be a situation that sort of favors July Zerg. It is more of a StarCraft 1-esque scenario.
I would say so. You know, the more information that a better player gets, the more likely the better player is going to win. A lot of times, worse players will rely upon the fact that you don't have perfect information, try to trick you, pull a fast one, get a quick win, something like that. But they're both doing very similar build orders.
Oftentimes in Zerg vs. Zerg, in StarCraft 1 and 2, if you're not sure what you're doing and you spot your opponent right away, you're oftentimes safe just copying exactly what he does.
Yeah.
Until you can think of something to do.
In fact, Tasteless, and you may think of this as well back when you were playing IC Cup a lot, training, it's easy to get better at a mirror matchup when you're playing really good opponents because you can actually just watch the replay.
Yeah.
And
you can instantly see where the deviation is.
Yeah. Like, oh, he did this different? Okay, I'll start doing that. And then you're like, whoa, I'm way better now. All right, so both players getting their queens, getting their Zerglings, getting their speed. Very similar build orders, in fact.
Now, these Overlords over here are actually holding hands, if you notice. That is two Overlords in love. Look at that.
Oh, my.
I love you.
It's like Romeo and Juliet, Tasteless.
Yeah, it is.
You two can't be together, and they're running away. I hope that they don't end up poisoning themselves and stabbing themselves and all those sad things that happen in that story, Tasteless.
Now we have scouting links. This is the second phase. It's scouting in Zerg versus Zerg. It looks like it's almost like watching, somebody try to get a football to another side of the field with these guys trying to block him off.
That's right.
You want to scout with Zerglings because eventually, when the queen comes out, it can kill the Overlord. That's going to get your supply behind.
Yeah.
And so you want to try to block that off. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Artosis.
No, you're quite true.
Whoop.
And Zerg. Will he come out on top here? Well, no, he will not.
And you can see YuGiOh sends 2 to chase after the Zergling and another 2 to try to scout the main.
That's right. He's going to find, if he gets up there, a Roach Warren, Tasteless. And he's going Banelings, so he's got to be a little bit careful about that.
Oh, looks like he's going to trap these Lings.
Nope. Too fast.
Look out. Baneling, he's like, okay. He's probably going to try to come down here and try to find other Banelings to pick up before they finish. Roaches are out. He needs to target fire that Baneling. You know, a Baneling would make a good stuffed animal. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, I've actually seen Baneling plushes. They're awesome.
Uh-oh, here we come. The Baneling!
And, well, he's damaged a bunch of the drones. He's going to have to target him down now. July Zerg, he may be in trouble, Tasteless. He's down to just 10 drones right now against 14 of Slayer's YuGiOh. But now he does have roaches, so he's going to be able to stabilize pretty well. Now, what do you do in this situation, you may be asking? If I am Slayer's YuGiOh, how do I bring this small lead into a victory? You stop making Zerglings, you stop making Banelings, you make drones and a Roach Warren, and then you have more drones and make roaches for when he's attacking. That is actually how you do this. It's not that hard to win from a situation like this where you kill some drones early, but we will see what he decides to do.
Yeah, this is pretty tense right now. Note how they spread their Overlords out in the middle of the map. There's no anti-air. So while they can't see what's going on inside each other's bases, they can at least see what's coming at them and try to prepare in time.
Yeah.
Right now, July, the defender. Slayer's YuGiOh has been, for the most part, the offender. We did see a counterattack by July, but that was actually to try to get him to turn around.
Yeah. Quite true.
Now, YuGiOh is going to go ahead and go into defensive mode.
We may see him tech up to layer relatively soon. And that's fine. You can do that as well. I prefer the Roach one. It's a little bit more, I don't know the word for it, Tasty.
Sexy.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
I don't know how sexy roaches truly are, but it's more active. Active, that's the word I want. So, YuGiOh going to tech up while Julizerg goes ahead and expands. Right now, drone count's very close. YuGiOh at 23, Julizerg at 20.
We are still waiting to see. Now, note, as our observer just showed us here, Julizerg doesn't have vision of this yet. He does see the expansion. Queen's going to come over here.
This is actually kind of interesting. Notice he's hiding those spine crawlers so that
that
the
is
Overlord
smart.
can be taken out. And also notice that he had moved his Zerglings and Banelings back. Why would you do that right now? Well, number one, you might be scared of a Nidus Worm, but he knows that Julizerg's expanding. So number two might be, well, do you want to do a Nidus Worm? What are you going to do, Slayer's YuGiOh? Well, we're going to see in a moment here as his layer is just finished. Spire going up behind the layer. So he's going to go ahead for Mutalisks. Now Julizerg's got to be careful, because if he stays on hatchery for too long and doesn't make some anti-air, then he can simply just die by 4 Mutalisks flying into his base. He has a lot of roaches, as you see. He's going to have to be careful to stop any counterattacks.
He does spot the layer. Is he going to spot the Spire?
Will he indeed?
Oh, yes, he does.
So Julizerg has the information he needs. Moving out with his roaches now. Tastes across the map. Zergling's going to go for a counterattack. Beautiful move by YuGiOh. Julizerg, nothing really at home. He is making some Zerglings, but not enough. Weird decisions from Julizerg this game, Tastes.
A lot of drones being picked off. The Roach is coming forward. Julizerg probably in shock to see all these spine crawlers here, but if he can breach into the main base and get the Spire,
Tasteless Julizerg is in trouble. He's got to do a lot with this.
He's going to get the Spire. If he gets the Spire before it finishes, then he could finish. But
he only has 10 drones, 5 Mutas on the way. Julizerg is going to lose, Tasteless.
Julizerg's going to get rid of the Spire. He might go for the layer now, so there wouldn't be any expansion or any way to get an income here.
This is not a good situation for Julizerg. It's hard to imagine him winning this game, Tasteless.
It is.
He is making a evolution chamber at home, but he's lost a lot of drones. He doesn't really have anything going on for him. He's going to keep this attack up. If he can take out the layer,
Layer at half
might
health.
work out.
Layer getting it low at 1/4 health. Layer is so low. Meanwhile, Julizerg needs to crank out more queens, as many queens as humanly possible. It's gone.
He gets the layer. I can't believe this. Julizerg turning what was an obvious loss barely into a win, just barely killing that off. And with his Spore Crawlers finishing up, there's not going to be anything that YuGiOh can do.
Oh my god.
He's not built his base. He's being revealed, Tasteless. Julizerg knows where all his buildings are. Julizerg knows that at this point, all he has to do is turtle. That's it.
He's like, you can keep that hatchery.
Yeah, you can have it.
I think this is basically checkmate.
Yeah, he's just making some more Spore Crawlers. That's all he needs. He figures, oh, well, I may as well target. There's nothing else I can do. And then decides not to for some reason. He wants to take out these Zerglings so his Zerglings can get in. Good choice. Not going to work, though.
Well, Julizerg is proving here he's a legend.
Well, I'm very surprised that it was this close. But
I know. Was clearly YuGiOh is pretty damn good.
He did a good job in these, but also Julizerg misplaying a little bit.
By the way, guys, I almost forgot to mention, please submit questions for Julizerg.
Oh my god, Tasteless. This game actually is not... Well, yeah, it is. There's Julizerg's Zerglings. And so yeah, leave questions in GomTV.net forums. We're going to be interviewing Julizerg momentarily. Because there's nothing left for YuGiOh. He's looking, he's trying to come up with something.
Uh-oh, it's poor Queen. I am so tired. Ah! Poor Queen.
Yeah, that poor thing.
Yep, that's it.
That is it.
We don't actually have anything to talk about.
Nope. That's the end of the game.
We love Sony Ericsson. There's something we could say. Yeah.
By the way, you come down to the GomTV.net studios, you get something from Pepsi, might get a Razer mouse, might get an NVIDIA graphic card.
Now look at this here, actually. Oh, no, this isn't going to work either. The Mutalisks don't have enough HP.
Yeah. Just ain't happening.
Yep.
So
there it is, GG.
GG. Jelizer gonna have his shot at Code S.
Jelizer's got a big smile on his face. He's like, so
you know, I gotta say, Jelizer showed some of the best Zergers Terran I've ever seen, but his Zergers Zerg and Zergers Frost not impressing me as much.
Yeah, I got to admit, I thought it was going to be very one-sided. It wasn't, but they were great games. A lot of fun to see. Very close.
It's always scary to see Jelizer almost on the brink of destruction.
Yeah.
From a newer player like YuGiOh, but that is how the cookie crumbles. Jelizer does move on though, and we're gonna have to see an interview with him pretty quick.
You're gonna have to do an interview with him.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to see it.
Yeah, you are. John's gonna have to pick up the questions.
He's gonna have to translate
and you all at home are gonna have to watch it.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
We will have a brief little break coming up here.
Yeah.
Our next matchup is going to be Bleach against TSL Killer, also known as Songho. In that matchup, by the way, I think Songho is going to be the favorite. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I would say so.
I think you're right, Artosis. I think that actually Jelizer's ZVZ is not anywhere near as good as it was in StarCraft 1. He's probably the matchup he has to work on.
He definitely needs a little bit of work.
Especially from seeing Game 1.
He's losing a lot of drones to counterattacks and stuff like that. Things that you don't really need to lose that many drones. You can actually leave a couple roaches at home, and that's going to really help shore up your defenses. But he's good. We'll see if he can get into Code S.
Yeah, we're going to find out here in a little bit. So, you know, I don't know. Those games are interesting.
Yeah.
They were.
They were.
I'm a little out of it, Artosis. I don't know.
I am too.
I'm a little tired today. Special thanks to our sponsors at Sony Ericsson. You guys are the best, and thank you guys at home. You and you, if there's two of you in there. If there's three, I only got that many U's. Oh. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Enjoy the interview with Jelizer, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is